What if I told you that one of the most precise structures on Earth was built 4,500 years ago, without machines, without electricity, and without modern engineering? And here's the part that makes it even crazier. Even today, experts still debate how it was actually done. We're talking about the Egyptian pyramids, massive, mysterious, and almost impossibly perfect. So the real question is, how did ancient humans pull this off? You won't believe this about how the pyramids were really built. And no, it's not aliens. The truth is far more impressive. If you enjoy discovering things that completely change the way you see history, hit that like button. You're in for a ride. Let's break this down. Not as a myth, but as a story of human intelligence, precision, and persistence. 1. Precision that defies time. The Great Pyramid of Giza isn't just a big structure. It's a masterpiece of accuracy. It's aligned almost perfectly with true north, with an error so small, it's nearly impossible to detect. Now think about that. No GPS, no digital tools, no modern instruments. So how did they achieve this level of precision? The answer lies above them: the stars. Ancient Egyptians were incredibly skilled observers of the night sky. By tracking the movement of specific stars, they were able to align the pyramid with remarkable accuracy. In other words, they didn't just build on Earth, they built in alignment with the universe. 2. Moving millions of stones. The smart way. Now let's talk about scale. The Great Pyramid is made of around 2.3 million stone blocks. Each block can weigh anywhere from 2 to 15 tons. That's like moving entire vehicles, millions of times, without engines. Sounds impossible? Here's where it gets brilliant. Instead of dragging stones across dry sand, which creates massive resistance, they poured water in front of the sleds. This reduced friction, making it significantly easier to move heavy loads. It's a simple idea, but incredibly effective. They didn't fight nature, they understood it and used it. 3. Raising the impossible moving stones is one challenge, but lifting them hundreds of feet into the air? That's where things get truly fascinating. The most widely accepted explanation is the use of ramps, but not a single straight ramp. That would be too long and inefficient. Instead, experts believe they used a system of ramps: straight ramps at the lower levels, angled or zigzag ramps as the structure grew, possibly even spiral ramps wrapping around the pyramid layer by layer. Block by block, they built upward with patience and precision. No shortcuts, just a system that worked. 4. The truth about the workers. Now let's clear up one of the biggest misconceptions. The pyramids were not built by slaves. In fact, archaeological discoveries tell a completely different story. Near the pyramids, entire worker communities have been found, complete with housing, bakeries, and medical facilities. These workers were skilled, organized, and well-fed. They worked in teams, often with names that reflected pride and identity. Names like the Friends of Khufu. This wasn't forced labor. This was a coordinated national effort, a project people believed in, and some of them even left behind markings inside the pyramid, not as complaint, but as signatures of pride. 5. Cutting stone without modern technology. Now here's something that seems almost impossible at first. How do you cut massive stone blocks with precision without modern tools? The Egyptians used copper tools, which are softer than the stone itself. So how did that work? They used sand. Sand acted as an abrasive material, allowing them to grind and shape stone surfaces gradually. It wasn't fast, but it was controlled and highly precise. Instead of forcing the stone, they worked with it. 6. The real secret: time, planning, and discipline. And now we come to the most important part of this entire story. There was no single magic trick, no hidden technology, no lost superpower. The real secret was something far more powerful: time. The Great Pyramid likely took around 20 years to complete. That's 2 decades of planning, organizing, adjusting, and executing at an incredible scale. Thousands of workers, perfect coordination, relentless consistency. This wasn't just construction, it was one of the greatest examples of human discipline and teamwork in history. So the next time you look at the Egyptian pyramids, don't just see ancient stones. See the minds that studied the stars, the hands that shaped the blocks, the people who turned an impossible idea into reality. Because the real mystery isn't how the pyramids were built. It's how humans, thousands of years ago, were already capable of thinking and executing at this level. And maybe that says more about human potential than we realize. If you enjoyed this, you'll love what's coming next. So hit that subscribe button and let's keep exploring the world's greatest mysteries together.